On August 9, 2022, around 12:59 p.m., an employee of the Circle K store located in Stanley, North Carolina on Highway 27, called the Gaston County Police and made a suspicious person report on an African-American man. Travis Flack was sitting in his car in the store's parking lot just using his phone, and he spoke with Gaston County Community Talk yesterday.
Standing here with Travis Flack. Travis, on August the 9th, around noon, you were at the Circle K across the street.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us what happened?
Basically what happened was I pulled my car in the park, just parked my car. I may sit there 10 minutes max. I'm using my phones. I don't want to be using my phones driving. So I'm sitting waiting on a phone call. And as I'm sitting waiting, officer knocks on my window, asks me, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything. In actuality, the 911 call, not a 911 call, direct call from the direct line from Circle K. An employee asked me to leave, said they asked me multiple times to leave and I refused to leave. And that's what the reason for the call was. In actuality, I wasn't doing anything.
So, make sure we understand this correctly. So, you were sitting in the parking lot.
Sitting in my car.
Just sitting in your car, not doing anything.
Minding my own
waiting on a
business.
phone call. And then the police come up and then they start investigating the 911 call that was made into the store where employees said that they asked you to leave and you didn't leave. And that turned out to be false. Now, have you talked to anyone in Circle K management about it, and what have they said?
Yeah, I talked to Circle K management, and it's undergoing an investigation to figure out which employee called and getting them terminated.
Now, since this was a false report, that's a crime in North Carolina, what steps have you taken? Have you taken any steps to get the police to investigate a false report?
I've taken all the steps. I have contacted Officer Wilson at Gaston County Police Department. I just recently left Gaston County Police Department, spoke with Officer Ray, and we're filing a report for the filing of a false report.
Is there, can you tell us when the police responded, and you said it was what, 4 different cars?
4 different officers, and they basically extreme prejudice. They already act like I did something. They didn't even assess the crime and figure out what exactly happened. They just automatically assumed that whatever they called for, I did. And multiple officers had guns on tasers. They blocked my car in. They told me I could leave, but if I can leave, why is you blocking my car in?
So what did they end up assessing?
That I actually didn't do anything. An employee, an officer actually went inside the store, talked to the employees. No employee actually had the balls to say, yeah, I called. So the officer comes back out and say, we don't even know why we're here. So we don't have anything. The employees is not saying I did anything. No one's agreeing. So basically it's just a false report.
Okay. We hear a lot about 911 calls on individuals turning deadly. Why do you think you got a peaceful outcome? Is there anything that you did to make sure, that you survived the encounter? If you was to tell anyone out there who was to go through a similar situation, how would you advise them to respond?
Yeah, first of all, know your rights. The officer asked me multiple times what was my name. If I haven't committed a crime, the Fifth Amendment, I don't have to basically tell you my name. If it gets to an extent, you know your laws, you know what you can and can't do. Also, you know what the officer can and can't do. So he asked me for my name multiple times, but majority comply. Comply. If not, it can result any kind of way possible. But comply. Do what you're supposed to do, but also know your rights. Know what you can do and what the officer can do and what he's allowed to do and your rights.
Do you think it's important that, do you think that we should pay more attention to these false 911 calls? Do you think, I guess what I'm asking is, do you think there should be more of a community focus on preventing these false reports?
Definitely. People need to stop calling if it's not an issue, because sometimes when people call, it's the last time the individual is seen, heard of, spoke to, talked to. Just comply. Do what you're supposed to do.
While reporting the false report to the Gaston County Police, upon Mr. Flack's request, the officer taking his report gave him an official copy of the false report for which he was reporting. The transcript lists the time of the call, what was reported, the 4 officers that were dispatched to Circle K, and the investigating officer's assessment. The concluding portion of the CAD notes from the Gaston County Police responders read: The male advised he was sitting in his car, cleaning out the trash. He did not go in the store and sat in the car. The employees advised they felt he was suspicious because he sat there for an hour but did not move. He was not told to leave, but the employees said his presence just made them feel uncomfortable. Male left willingly, but again, did not do anything illegal that we were made aware of. In North Carolina, false reports to law enforcement agencies or officers can be a misdemeanor or a felony charge depending on the facts and circumstances of the offense. Under North Carolina Criminal Law 14-277A, filing a false police report is a Class 2 misdemeanor, which carries a maximum punishment of up to 60 days in jail. Gaston County Community Talk will continue to follow and update this story. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Gaston County Community Talk's Facebook page.